Witajcie serdecznie uczniowie. Hello from Scotland. Mam na imię Michał, pochodzę z Kielc, ale codziennie używam języka angielskiego. Miałem tego samego nauczyciela co wy, właśnie macie. And I'm using English every day for living for last 4 years since I've been traveling. I'm right now in Scotland. I will show you around. Scotland is a nice country. I can tell you a quick story about how it happened that I'm living in Scotland right now and about speaking English and Scottish. So I moved here 5 months ago in January. I supposed to go to New York. I had a ticket to go to New York. I've been in Poland. I can tell you actually my travel story. I think that might be interesting for you. It's gonna be a short video, so I would try to keep it short and simple. So I was born in Kielce, in the same city that you guys going right now, and I finished medical university in Katowice. And after that I decided I want to travel the world, I want to experience, I want to learn new things. So my first ever trip, when I went, it was to England, to London. I bought one-way ticket to London without not really knowing what I'm gonna do here, do there, over there. You know, I'm still learning, I'm still making mistakes when I speak, and it's normal. It's normal. For the most important thing in English is to communicate and for people to understand you. So as I moved there, I spent 3 months in London working in the restaurant, in the pub, and cleaning the houses. So it was, if you go to London, get a bike and just you can use the bike as is the best way for transport. And after I came back to Poland and I didn't know what to do with my life, so I decided to go and travel. I went to Spain. I bought the one-way ticket to Paris with my backpack, and I walked through the Spain for 40 days. It was like the Camino de Santiago. Maybe you heard that. It's really good trip to do in your life. And I met there lots of people from all around the world, from South Korea. And what was wonderful, I could communicate and speak with everyone. So I meet lots of friends. I had friends from Japan, from South Korea, from Czech Republic, from, now it's I think Czechia, the country called Czechia. They changed it. And yes, I met lots of friends from Mexico, from all around the world. And we walked together for 40 days. And just like sleeping in the hostels, cooking together, drinking wine, because in Spain you can get a bottle of wine for like €1, which is like 5 zloty, and you get good Spanish wine. I know you guys young, but but that's the, you know, you're gonna grow up. And after the walk, I didn't know what to do with my life again, but I still wanted to travel. So I decided to go to England. I started working in Poland, but I was just thinking, instead of getting paid that time 10 zloty per hour, I can get 10 pounds per hour, which is 55 zloty. So I bought one-way ticket to London with like not knowing what I'm gonna do, and I fly over there, and I stay in Leicester for 2 years. I was working in the company. I was doing door-to-door sales. So I put myself in the situation that I was forced to use English every day at work, and I had to communicate with all kinds of people who speak English. Also as a second language, like for me, English is my second language. In Leicester, there's like the people, I think the most ethnic city in England, one of the most. I think the most is Oxford. And you had people from India, from Asia, from Romania, from Poland. It was like a mixture of all the kinds of culture. And I was walking and knocking from door to door in the apron. So I was a chef, and I was selling the food boxes. It's a really good concept. I could sell it to you, but I'm not gonna do it this time. So it's Hello Fresh. It's really, and that's what I was doing for 2 years in England, and that led me this experience. It teach me like how to, like other people as well, when they speak English, they have their accent from their countries, and it's okay. It's okay to have accent. Your accent, once you're gonna speak English, is gonna evolve. So yeah, that's what I said. I before I was talking English, that was my fears of I'm gonna say something wrong or just. But once you speak, when you start thinking in English, you're gonna develop new brain. You're gonna think in English. It's really good experience because mogę mówić po polsku, but I can speak in English, and your brain is thinking different. And yes, I end up living in England, and then I moved. I took a flight to England back for a few weeks. Then I took a flight to Istanbul for 2 weeks. I was in Turkey because it was COVID time. You couldn't travel around the world, so I went to Turkey to spend 14 days, and they let me go to United States. So I fly to Chicago from Istanbul, and then I went to Arizona, and I stayed 6 months in Arizona. It was completely different experience because there was only American English. They speak American with different accent, with different words, with different phrases. And I was only Polish person over there. I was living in the mountains on the desert. My friend Kimberly, that I met during Camino, during this path in Spain, she bought a church, 100 years old building church on the desert. And she make a home from that. We have like 3 bathrooms, few rooms over there. And I lived there. I was taking care of the dogs and helping. I was building some kind of rock paths, hiking the mountains every day, going to hot springs. It was a nice adventure, but I was forced to move because my visa was finished, so I had to leave the country. So I decided to go to Mexico, and I learned Spanish in Mexico. And that year, so yo podemos hablar español, amigas, que tú quieres. Me hablo español también, un poquito, pero yo puedo comunicar. So it's funny, I can tell you guys, I learned Spanish from English. When I was learning another language, I learned it from English. I was doing classes in English because I don't know, that's how I did it. I cannot really translate Spanish to Polish. I have to first translate it to English and then Polish. It's like different computer in your brain. It's interesting to speak different languages. And after Mexico, I came back to Poland for 6 months. Wróciłem do Polski, do rodziny. But I end up going to Scotland, and I'm staying here over 5 months. I came yesterday to Stirling. This is the city in the mountains. I think it's the one of oldest the cities. There is the castle behind me. Yes, there's the castle. There's the pyramid. I'm really surprised, like, why? Why there's the pyramid in this town? It's kind of strange mystery town. It's like small village in the mountains. And what I'm doing here for life, as I told you guys, I didn't have any plan when I was coming to Scotland. And on the first day, I saw guitar in the music store. And the music was always the thing that I wanted to do in my life. I didn't want to work in hospital. I didn't work to finish university. I wanted to do music. And I saw this guitar. And first 7 weeks, I couldn't get any job, anything. And I decided I'm gonna move back to Arizona. I'm gonna go to United States. But that week, I got the first ever like option for the job, and went over there. And they said like, I can play my concert over there and raise the money for Ukraine. So I did. I played 2 concerts, and we raised money for situation in Ukraine. And then I meet some friends over there, and we start playing music together. And a few weeks later, I bought this guitar that I saw on the first day. And right now, I lost the job in restaurant, and I'm doing music for life. So I'm playing in the pubs, like concerts. I'm playing on the street for people. That's my like source of income here, and I can make a living from it to live in Scotland, you know. But I am also try to do new things here, and I'm actually might move to this town. I just got today. I met there is the hotel just in the middle of the town. It's 4-star hotel, and they asked me if they looking for workers, so I might go work there. Let's see. So guys, that was quick story from Scotland. Greetings for you, and you can speak English as well. Like if I could do it, I was the same like you guys. sitting there, but it's really good to speak English, you know. You can communicate with anyone on the world. It's really unique and it can help you. You can read the books or get the information that are only available in English. So yes, learn English and listen to your teacher. She knows what she's doing. All the best, guys.